How you doing, YouTube? Net Acid Beer Reviews back with a little hot butcher up in a piece in the form of their Skrap metal. This be a 7.5% Equinox Citra Eldorado hopped double India Pale Ale with tasting notes, as they want to do on the back, of bright tropical, zested lime, and ripe melon. This was canned on 5/3. Today is 6/2. You do the math. Comes from Hot Butcher. And the label's awesome because it's Dan Jetsa. I'm just saying that from now on. It's just, it is what it is. Even as it's like, it's still better than most people. So, one of the best labels in the biz. Let's put it that way. Yeah. There you go. That'd be a hazy. That'd be a hazy. I'm definitely not going to mistake that for not being a hazy. I don't know. Mistake it for a lot of different things. But yeah, hazy IPA. 2 fingers of head in this glass. This tulipy, long necky thing. They tend to generate a little bit more kind of head to it. It's got this rich kind of orange core to it. Definitely looks the part of a big old double IPA. I think it's a little bit darker because of the shape of the glass, to be honest with you. I've had one of my more bulbous. There's the word. I think it'd be a little bit lighter. But rich orange core. Little khaki colored head. Let's get a nose. That is very interesting. I get a little soapy component off of it. But the thing is, here, zested lime. I'm leaning more like lemon. But that's the biggest thing in here for me. Is this kind of zippy kind of lemon lime kind of thing going on with it, which I really adore. That tropical fruit is there, sure. You know, you get that citrus notes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's really all that lime portion of the show. Kind of really lemon lime thing going for me. A little bit of soapy vibes to it. It's not my hand. My hand doesn't smell like soap. I know a lot of people freak out about the way I smell beers, but that's what I did when I got into beer probably 20 years before you did. Shit, I just said that stuff. Habits are hard to break. Plus, you get acclimated to that shit, so you do you. Anyway, we're just going to dive right in. Cheers. Wow. That's danger juice. It's really tasty, but it comes... I'm going to take a couple sips before I commit to that comment. The mouthfeel is what really does it. And actually is impactful, very impactful. This kind of abrasive greeniness to it, a little bit of weedy green, a little bit of hot pellet green, kind of bringing this kind of sharp edge to it in a very fun way. That melon component they talked about in here is probably little leader in the clubhouse, which I really like because you rarely get that as a leader in the clubhouse when it comes to like a fruit flavor melon, like light melon, but it's impactful. It's not super light. That lemon limey thing is definitely floating around there, and it is more tropical fruit than anything else, sans that little bit of lemon liminess. That green floating around, again, that's probably the sharper component of the beer. It's more of like a weedy hop green combination that's not like super dank 2x4 to the face, but it's like more on the peripheral, kind of like quick cut kind of thing. It's the mouthfeel. It's got this really cool, soft mouthfeel to get, but finishes mad quick. Like, mad quick. Kind of like creamy, and you drink it and it's like slam. Like, no density to it whatsoever. Some might call that thin, but when it has that kind of mouthfeel at the beginning, and it carries through until you actually swallow and it just goes right down, that's why I call it danger juice. And then it gives you a big impact, but not over the top. Bigger than what you'd expect, obviously, from like a session beer or something like that. But that finish is so quick and so easy that you drink, like, I'm probably going to drink this whole thing in like 10 minutes. It's going to be like, that was tasty. It's a fun. What happened to my beer? And that's the kind of thing that happens with some of these beers. Now, does that make this a fantastic beer in my books? No. What makes it a fantastic beer in my books is if it tastes really good. And it really makes me happy. Well, guess what? It tastes really good, and it makes me kind of happy. If this had a denser, thicker, creamier, more water nerdy mouthfeel to it, would it be a better beer? Maybe. But I like it nonetheless, and I think it's damn tasty. Yeah. Just that cool kind of melange of tropical flute, the tropical flute. That sounds like a sexual euphemism. I gave him the tropical flute and he never called me again. What can I say? Anyway, the tropical fruit is like the biggest portion of the show, but that lemon lime thing is the zippy portion along with that little bit of green. So it has this nice kind of back and forth and all over the place, zigging and zagging. And then that mouthfeel, like I said, starts off very lush, but then finishes really quick and ends up really a really fun beer. Is it one of the better hazy double IPAs? Because 7.5 is double IPA. They call it double IPA. I call it double IPA. Some people might not. It's one of the better ones I've had as of late, yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? No. It's eking up towards the top. But if we narrow that down, that kind of thing, go, is this one of the better Hop Butcher's beers that I've had as late? I think it'd be pretty much in the same kind of general area. It wouldn't be Mount Rushmore status. I've had ones that have done me a little bit better. They send a lot of beers. What can I say? But I like it. I dig it. And that whole thing is going to be drank. So let's put it that way. It's a very, very, very tasty, very fun beer. Value availability on this. I want to hope this is between 16 to 17 bucks. I'm guessing that it is. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like your hazies, decent ABV, pretty relatively impactful. You know that whole thing where I talk about a beer hits below its weight class? That's not the case here. It's hitting at its weight class. It's hitting at 7.5%. But the trick is it finishes super easy. So if you like that impact with a big drinkability, this is kind of your wheelhouse. So there you go. A review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, it's back, man. I gotta book some more bookings because I'm ripping through my interviews real quick. I recorded a bunch of interviews and then stopped. I don't know why. I'm a dummy. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Hop Butcher right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.